Hi, this is DH Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very basic question. Can I lope 10 days on a road trip? I have a lot to explain, so let's get into it, and then I'll show you what's up. So, this isn't where we were last time. Now, sometimes you got to take your lumps, and I got to take my lumps here. I recorded an entire episode where we got from the basement and crumbling highway all the way here to the entrance of Pleasant Valley, and the game wasn't on screen. It's very frustrating. There's lots of good stuff in there too, but mostly just banter. I'm not always happy with my banter, but I was that time. What I'd like to do right now is get us to the hotel, check in at the hotel, and then we will review our current situation. And I have some thoughts, but first things first. So we did pick up some better gear. We had a run-in with a bear, but he didn't get me. That's about it. We are injured, which is why the sound is weird. I had to goat a bit to get away from the bear. Beyond that, I mean, it was just a lot of good chat. It was a lot of good chat. I'm not always happy with my chat, but I was happy with it on that one. And you know what? You got to check. You got to check all your stuff. And I didn't check all my stuff. I just dove in because my time was tight today. And, well, it's even tighter now. Normally I would cut across this, but I'm going to stay on the road because, road trip.
Need to find a place to rest.
And I may call back a few of the things that I talked about last time. But in general, my apologies that there's a whole piece that you don't see. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. So we're just going to move on. However, I do think that if I can get to Blackrock fast enough, I'm wondering if we can go to Blackrock and back in 10 days. Because it's only it's not even day 2, and we're almost there. Well, we're not almost there, but, we're working on it. A lot of it depends on Blackrock itself, because I don't know it that well. I don't know how close the exit from Keeper's Pass is going to be. But one thing at a time. We have oceans of matches. We have tons of coal. We got some decent souvenirs. Mostly we got a jacket that is representing the Coastal Highway Crusaders, the minor league hockey team that I decided plays in Coastal Highway. Go Crusaders. And we got a hat and some mittens and jacket and some jeans. Jackets and jeans. So we're doing all right. I did make the rule that we could drink bottled water, so we did have some bottled water while we were at the hotel. It was a gas station hotel in Quonset. And I thought they'd leave us bottled water, kind of, as part of a check-in, but that the water was in the toilet, which was not too great. But, it's Canada. Maybe that's how they do things there. I don't know. I can't leave the road, so I'm going to stay on the road. They had oats and oil there, and very tiny Burb had the suggestion of allowing a continental breakfast in the morning, kind of like a lot of hotels have. But alas, no cooking pot, so we couldn't have that. And we did find a sewing kit late in the game. We stopped at a rest stop. This little blue trailer thing. We were going to stop at this scenic overlook in Coastal, this big fire tower thing where you can look out over the ocean and stuff. But the weather was really bad and we weren't going to see anything anyway, so I decided to just keep going. And now we are here in Pleasant Valley. Technically, I could have slept there because that's definitely viewable from the road. But there's no house there, so we have gotten a ton of matches, a ridiculous amount of matches. There's another gas station here too, but I want to get into the hotel and check in. We got triple bingo at the moment, so it's not looking too good. Haven't found any sodas anywhere. Normally, I beeline for the gas station to get the matches, but I mean, we really don't need them. Could be some potatoes over there. We can have hot food, but I'd really just like to get in. You know, when you're taking a trip, it's such a relief to get to the hotel. Yeah, I figured you were here, jerk face. You've ruined Pleasantville for me, dude. Okay, it's still Canada, so we're checking in. They may have left more water in the... Yep, they did. All right, well. We'll take that. Thank you. Oh, you have to drink it. You can't just take it. And God, I'm just exhausted. I think I'm going to just grab an hour, just a little nap before we unpack and, you know, go through all our drawers and stuff. Just to work the kinks out after all that time on the road. Ooh. Now that's fun. So this must be for the Pleasant Valley Bears, the famous minor league baseball team. The t-shirt is better than this. That's funny. Go Bears. Film. They want you to take pictures, but I haven't been able to find a camera. It's weird. They want you to be able to take pictures. They give you film everywhere, but no store that I go to has a camera in it. It's very strange. Don't drink that now. Leave that for tomorrow. Good heavens.
Never would have thought to look here.
For a can opener. Well, that's nice. A lot of, I guess this is like a suite, because it's got the kitchen in it. A little mini kitchen. So yeah, I was trying very hard to work in the theme as much as I could last time. Ooh, road food, nice. I want to ration our road food, though. We can't, if we're going to try to get back as well. There's never anything in this. Oh, you can't even open it anymore. Did I not do the uppers? Yeah, I often forget the uppers. I think I will do what you always do at the hotel. I think I might steal a towel. Let me go grab a towel. Ah, it ripped. Damn it. Well. Okay. Yeah, I'm exhausted. But food-wise, a little light. I don't really want to eat this stuff. This is road food, man. Eat it now while you have the water to deal with the thirst part. I guess that's gonna be it. Let's sleep 9. Drink again. Depending on weather will tell me whether we can visit the farmhouse or not. Sleep another 3. I'm so mad about losing the other episode, man. That is what it is. Finish off your bottled water. We could do a little repairing. They did leave a sewing kit in the room, which is nice. Alright, well that's it for that. If I pull the curtains down, they'll probably not give me my security deposit back, so... Alright, I guess we're gonna get out of here. Decent enough place. We'll hit the little market across the street. This little mini mart. Alright, we can eat that in the room later tonight. Can't see too well. Spray paint. Stump remover. The matches are here. I don't know that I care. To be honest, I know that sounds awful. But, there they are. We have so many. I would have been fine. This store is tapped out, man. Tourists, they come in, they buy everything. That's totally true here in Maine. So hard to go grocery shopping during the summer.
I wonder who owns this stuff.
A carrot? Do you see anybody's name on it? Alright. There is an argument to staying here, though. And that argument is, if visibility can get better, we might be able to see the farmhouse from the road. I would really like to go to the farmhouse strictly to get the cooking pot. But maybe we don't have to stay here. We could check the house. I mean, the gift shop over here. Please don't eat me. Oh, you jerk. I hate you so much. Why are you here? Okay, technically I'm still on a road. Did I lose you? Interesting. Can I maybe sneak around the back? Ugh. Nope. Damn it, man. I just want to go in that house, okay?
Cold is making my
Nice.
Anything.
Potato. There we go. It's a good find. I'm so worried that something's wrong with the recording. There's nothing wrong, I just looked. We're fine, we're fine. I might sleep an hour here. I left a tip at the Quonset gas station hotel. I left 2 pieces of coal as a tip. Because I kind of made a mess there. Moving my microphone for a second. In case that's noisy. feel like I can't take this. I'm not staying here. I can take those, though. I'll just grab a nap. Okay. That is sufficient. Those are not road food. Candy bar is road food. Chips are road food. All right, let's get out of here. Wait, drop that water. There you go. Come on, dude. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the damn lantern. On the road again. All right, back on the road. Or on the main road. We're back on the highway, I guess you could say. I was comparing the bear that I ran into in the Lost episode to a like a big semi truck barreling down the highway, and it was making me think about the commutes I used to have to do. I don't commute anymore, or at least not right now, which I'm very fortunate, appreciative of. But I used to have to drive from around Manchester, New Hampshire to South Boston. So it was basically a straight shot down 93. And this is pre-Big Dig, if you know Boston. And it was, on a good day, it was 2 hours each way. It was just brutal, brutal, brutal. And that was in the late...
Can't feel my feet.
Like, 97 to 2002 was that time frame. And because of that, any music that came out in that time frame, I know really well. If it was played on the radio a lot, then I know it. So I'd just be sitting there. Sitting in traffic is the worst. It is the worst.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
There'd be, you know, accident-related traffic, congestion-related traffic, solar slowdowns, which is where the sun is bright. And it's just causing drivers to slow down because it's, you know, they're coming over a hill or whatever. All right, I feel like... All right, the barn is visible from the road, but I'm not going to go to the barn. There's a stem there. I already have a stem. I got one through the mine. Nothing. I honestly don't know how I would have dealt with those commutes without the radio. Nowadays, I would probably listen to podcasts and stuff on the way. It's not like the internet did not exist in, you know, 99, but it was not the same situation as it is now. I mean, I had like a Winamp player, but that was on my laptop. I had a pager. And I was in network infrastructure engineering. And my pager, I was an on-call engineer. So my pager would go off, and sometimes it would be, you know, various alert centers calling me to say, hey, we're seeing a problem with this server. We're seeing a problem with this, you know, this area. This can't be reached. But sometimes it was actual equipment itself that had been programmed to, you know, if a certain thing happens, it's called a trap. If a trap happens, then ping the support number, which would then ping me. And more often than I'd like it to be, it would be an interface on a piece of hardware that was going up and down and up and down and up and down. And every time it would go down, that's a trap. And I would get pinged. And then it would go back up. And then it would go down. And I would get pinged. And then it would go back up. Like, I would get pinged like 15 times in 1 minute. It's just maddening. I would have an emotional reaction to that sound after a while. Now, I heard about this little gift shop here. And sometimes they have, I think it's imitation rabbit, but they have a hat, you know, with some of the local flavor to it. So I'm going to see if they have that hat here. Just going to run in quick. It's a bit off the beaten path. It's a bit tricky to get up there. I used to come up here before they put the rabbit hat here. I used to come up here and then get mad that there was nothing up here. Lately, the hat has been more rare. I think they have changed the drop rate on it. There's also, right now, the floor up here is currently bugged and you can fall through it. It's not there. Damn it, they're sold out. I'll just ask the attendant. No, he's not answering me.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Thank you for the matches I don't need. Ah. Okay. God, I wish I could send these matches to some of my other runs. All right, well, there is a hotel up the street that we can see that has a shop in it. I'm going to buy a cooking pot. And just, I don't know, I'll see what else they have for sale. We can't stay here, though. They're booked. There's booked solid. We're in this little hole in the wall, this little blue hole in the wall in Keeper's Pass that we're staying tonight. Yeah, I'm working the theme, man. I'm working the theme. Get used to it. Get into it. I don't want that. There we go. Yeah, buy that. No. I don't know for our continental breakfast, but we'd have to get up to cooking too. I don't see that happening. So where our continental breakfast is just going to be the oats. We'll take some reading material. And I love this jacket that I found in DP, and I'd love to see if they have a matching one here. Sold out, I figured. I was lucky to find one of them. Commit to the bit, man. Commit to the bit. Oh, rifles. Nice. Rifle bullets. Or is it revolver bullets? That's revolver bullets. Nice. And not even a touristy t-shirt. I went to Pleasant Valley and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. I can't take the water here. I don't think I'm going to go to the basement at all. I feel like that's too off limits. You know, I'm making this up as I go, of course. And whenever you're doing your own challenges, you know, I encourage you, if you're not having fun, change the rules. Modify it until you are having fun. Road food. That looks pretty lousy. Let's see. Is this better than this? No. Just drop it. This, however... Oh, it's not better. I don't really feel comfortable tearing their curtains down. If there was some loose cloth, I could feel like I bought it. So what I will do instead is I'm going to buy this hat and then probably destroy it. It's better. Okay, I'll destroy my hat. So that I can repair those socks. There we go. Much better. Destroy those. Anything else? We can't do anything with that. Oh, we have leather? Yeah, sure, go for it. Nah, well. We tried. You want a soda, Will? Alright, we're out of here. Check this car quick. I see that wolf over there. Man, the weather has been crap for this trip. Bullets. Aha, hacksaw, though. That's the KirkSteven's hacksaw. KirkSteven's the one who taught me to look there for it. I'll tell you, that's a nice souvenir. It says Pleasant Valley right on it. It says in dog beers, I've only had one. Pleasant Valley. All right, staying on the road, staying on the road. Technically, you can see Signal Hill from the road, but I feel like no. I mean, there's that side road that basically goes all the way to it. But I don't know. The strongest reason to go to Signal Hill to me is coffee, tea, and boots. And those are pretty strong reasons. But I think we will get way too cold. I don't think we need them that badly. I'm always about let's get there. When we lived in northern Maine, way up there, way north of Bangor, and we used to drive down to see our families in southern New England. That trip would take 7-8 hours, and I used to be like, yeah, we're not stopping. Annie and the kids would be like, no, we are stopping. Like, oh, I don't want to stop. I just want to do the whole thing in one shot. I could never do that now. Good heavens. I do remember driving back from seeing our families. I think we dropped the kids off, or maybe we may not have even had both kids yet. I think we only had one. And I did not get my license until I was 21 because I joined the Navy at 17, and where I lived prior to that, I didn't really need one. And so I was in the process of getting my license. So I had my permit, and Annie was in the passenger seat. I was driving in Massachusetts. Probably wasn't legal for me to be driving in Massachusetts because it was a Maine driver's permit. And I remember going too quickly because I was young and stupid. And there was a cop who had somebody pulled over to the side of the road. And I was like, well, he's busy. He can't do anything. So I kept going. And there was not many cars on the road either. He stepped out into the road a little bit, pointed at me, and pointed at the side of the road, and I just was like, nope, didn't see that, and I just kept going. And got off at the next exit. Parked at like a mall or something and like stayed there for like 2 or 3 hours, like, okay, I think the coast is clear. And Annie drove the rest of the way back. Yeah, we would have gotten a lot of trouble for that. So, the stupid things you do when you're a kid, man. Even when you're, you know, a kid and yet you have kids, you know. We had kids young. That's top 10, if not top 5 stupid things I've ever done. So, and I feel like the vast majority of that top 10 is all like between like 16 and 22. Like that tight time frame there is where I did a lot of my stupid stuff.
Never felt so cold in my life.
All right, I do think because of how things went yesterday, this is going to be a shorter episode. Or how things went earlier today. This is going to be a shorter episode because I don't have enough time to do another full episode. So I think I'm going to get us into the hotel here. We'll check out this car first. And we will pack this one in after that. Check out this truck. I have had a wolf around here, and I've got so many matches. There is no reason to preserve matches. Let's preserve our life instead. And our run, and our trip. I have another good traveling story, but I will save that one for next time. All right, I think. Oh, it's not a blue trailer. The Yelp review said it was blue. They must have renovated it. Ugh. If this is the renovated version, I'd hate to see the unrenovated version. We're gonna pull in here.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
And yeah, short episode, but I'm gonna take this save here. We will unpack, get settled into our room and enjoy ourselves, and then get going again on our journey. Day 2. I think the goal is get to the prison and then get back. I think that's the goal. I think we'll see if we can do that. So that is going to do it for this one. Again, apologies for the weird format setup of this one. Really, you know, what can you do? We're all human, and you move on. So that is going to do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow with more adventures in the Long Dark. If you could do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. I always appreciate it when you do the YouTube things because they do really help me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.